Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Vin and I document my journey building a business in public. And before I started my business, I had no idea how much it cost to actually run a business or how companies actually made money. So at the end of each month, I'm sharing my profit and loss statements for my business publicly. But before we get into it, I have to get something off my chest. I made a huge mistake. It turns out my previous 3 profit loss statement videos were extremely inaccurate. But no worries, I will share all the updated numbers with you all here. Well, it turns out if you don't have background in tax and you're doing all your bookkeeping on a whiteboard, there's probably going to be some errors. So it was clear I needed some help with bookkeeping, so I hit up some of my friends and asked them for some advice. And somebody introduced me to a company called Kick. Now, Kick is a new bookkeeping software that I am currently using and testing out. They basically were made for folks like me that have lean teams and with the goal to replace the traditional bookkeeper. You basically start by connecting your business accounts and your credit cards, and it uses AI to automatically categorize expenses and income to create profit and loss statements and balance sheets each month. Now, even though I am using a bookkeeping software, all of my profit and loss statements will still be shared on this whiteboard. So without further ado, let's get into it. We are officially 4 months into running the business, so let's see how we did. We have officially entered our most expensive month in business yet, which I'm not happy about. First expense is services, and we spent $4,200. This is an annual cost for some help with my financials. The next expense category is travel, and we spent $4,029 on travel. This is because really, Dreamforce, San Francisco, why are you so expensive? Why is an Uber $50? I don't know. This is something I actually will get reimbursed on, but for now it's an expense category. Now, one thing I learned from doing some business travel from the Kick team was that if you are doing any business travel, whether it's buying flights, hopping in an Uber, purchasing meals, you actually have to document and keep record of your receipts just in case you get audited by the IRS. So Kick has a really cool feature where you can text a picture to Kick. They will automatically upload it and match it to your expense within your Kick account. And that feature was super clutch while I was traveling for Dreamforce. All right, next up is software, and we spent $1,162 on software. The big reason this expense is so high is because of LinkedIn. I got restricted for using an unpaid LinkedIn account, and so I was encouraged to go forward with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. As you guys may have saw from previous videos, as I am scaling the business, I'm going to need to invest into more softwares or technologies to help me scale. And the really cool thing about building a personal brand is you can actually partner with these software companies. You can turn an expense category into income. For example, I desperately needed a CRM. So I reviewed multiple CRMs, found the one I liked, reached out to their team, and now we are in a partnership. So I'm turning that expense category into income. And same goes for my bookkeeping software. I was desperate for bookkeeping software. I got introduced to a few different brands. I went with the one I liked, and now we are working out a partnership. Next up, we have our supplies. We spent $292 on supplies. This includes just more camera equipment because I'm constantly buying that, and some merch samples for our new Creator Buzz Keep Creating snapback, which I'm just absolutely loving. For a total expense of $10,004 for the month of September, by far our most expensive month yet. Now let's move into the revenue. First up, we have other, as if it couldn't be broad enough. This includes just like bonuses and small stuff I get from social media. It's not part of my business, but I need to be transparent and share that with you guys here. Next, we'll move into sponsored content, and we made $1,590 on sponsored content. This is when I work with a company to promote their product or services through my social media channels. Most of the sponsored content is more so one-off basis, campaign basis, and not as reoccurring as the other lines of my business. And last but not least, we have our client revenue. This is the core offering of Creator Buzz. It's managing and creating B2B influencer marketing campaigns. And we made $17,250 through our client revenue for a total revenue of $18,985. For our profit loss statement for the month of September, we have $8,981. Now, this is actually a drastic change from last month. I'm happy about the revenue, not too happy about the profit loss. Now, last month, I reported to you guys that we had a profit of around $20,000. I was actually very much off. We actually had a profit of $36,000 last month. So there is a drastic change from last month to this month. We actually are still waiting on a few payments from clients that are already in contract with, where the campaigns are already live. So chasing down invoices is another battle that I've come come to experience as an entrepreneur. And we had a really great month of September where we closed $50,000 worth of closed revenue that's actually going to get added to the following month in October. So I'm very bullish on the end of the year. I think we're gonna end the year strong, but these are just some setbacks that we have as a business owner. And on a positive note, we've paid over $20,000 to creators in the month of September alone. And again, we booked additional clients. So this number will actually continue to go up next month, which I'm very excited about. And if you're a small business owner or you have a side business, you maybe don't want to bring on a bookkeeper full time, I highly recommend checking out Kick. They automate your entire bookkeeping process and automatically generate documents that you can just hand to your accountant during tax season. I've so far been impressed with them. Yes, this is a sponsored portion of the video. Sue me. This is the nature of my business. I help build out influencer marketing campaigns, so I also want to take part in influencer campaigns. If you want to try it out, you can try it out for free in the link in my post. And I also included an additional coupon off of your subscription. Now, we had a small setback in the month of September, but I am very bullish on the upcoming months. If you made it this far, I just want to thank you so much for your support. It means the absolute world to me. And my goal is just to be completely transparent with anyone that's looking to get into business or just interested to know how businesses actually run. And my goal is to overshare everything. And stay tuned for next month because we are going to hit some record numbers. Peace.